Hey yo, Gennady Golovkin, Triple G is about to get paid on some next level shit. He's looking at an equity deal with Dazn and maybe a guaranteed Canelo fight. It's King Fight News, and we got more on this. All right, so Triple G about to close a deal with streaming giant Dazn. Now, when it comes to boxing, they're far from a giant, but right, Dazn does multiple sports all on that app, right? Somehow they have rights to football, soccer, ping pong and shit. Yeah, they got all kind of funny shit on there. So Gennady Golovkin obviously is looking at Canelo. He's looking at maybe a Demetrius Andrade fight. You know, a lot of the champions in the middleweight division are on Dazn, right? And Gennady Golovkin's looking for his crack at a massive payday. And this is what's going on. Gennady Golovkin looks to sign a deal with Dazn, according to Mike Coppinger, out of the Ring magazine and theringtv.com. This is what he's got to say. The deal with streaming service is reportedly for at least 3 fights, potentially up to 6, and also gives Golovkin equity in the company. Now, that's what I mean when I said this is like a next level deal, because, you know, maybe Canelo's getting equity and maybe we just don't know about it, right? I mean, he is the bigger star. He is the ace side against everybody. So maybe Canelo's getting a similar deal. Who really knows? We don't know. But according to Mike Coppinger, the package gives Golovkin equity into Dazn, a perk Eddie Hearn, Golden Boy, and even Canelo didn't receive as part of their deals. Per sources, Golovkin, who turns 37 in April, also ensured he'll receive guaranteed dates for Triple G Promotions, which doesn't have any signed fighters yet. All that's pretty funny to me. But let's look at this. We all know Gennady Golovkin's going to have some kind of tune-up fight before a Canelo rematch in September. And the word is he's about to get a crazy guarantee for that tune-up fight. Let me just pull up the Ring TV and see what it is. It's reportedly, I think he's going to get upwards of $10 million for a tune-up fight. For a tune, now that tune-up better be a serious. Like, I don't want to see Gennady Golovkin getting, you know, double-digit millions fighting some bum-ass fight like Ivanis Mitrosian, man. Ain't nobody want to see that shit, right? We want to see him fight maybe a Demetrius Andrade. That's a good name. I think that's the first name that comes to mind. WBO title holder. And he's been calling out Triple G for quite some time. You know? Andrade wants that. He wants that fight. And if Gennady Golovkin steps up to take that fight, then hey, it's all good. It's all good, because then we can really see what Gennady Golovkin, how he's going to rebound off of a tough loss against Canelo Alvarez. Dazn executive chairman John Skipper and Hearn had several meetings with Golovkin in LA over the past few months. The package from Dazn was always the most lucrative, but Triple G was enticed by the greater exposure from PBC and Fox. So Gennady Golovkin has been directly negotiating with Dazn ownership recently after Hearn took a step back. And now it'll be interesting to see if Dazn raises its monthly subscription of $9.99 with so much money tied up in Triple G and Gennady Golovkin. Alright. So that's the breaking news, guys. What do you guys think about the whole situation? Is Gennady Golovkin. Well, obviously he's getting paid. But do you think he's getting overpaid? Do you think he's getting way over his own, value as a fighter coming off a loss? Or is he finally getting his just due as former middleweight champion of the world? Remember, Canelo's deal was a 10-fight deal worth $350 million. Right? And Golovkin is close to finalizing a deal with Dazn. The deal guarantees Golovkin a minimum of 3 fights on Dazn. Golovkin is expected to earn at least $10 million in the first fight of the partnership. $10 million in the first fight. So who's it going to be? Who's going to step up and face Gennady Golovkin? If Hearn was involved, I have to think he wants to make the Demetrius Andrade fight. I think that's the fight that he's really looking at as an opportunity for Gennady Golovkin to make a name for himself. And you know what? You know what's real funny about this? Gennady Golovkin. It said he was negotiating with Dazn directly. And there's no mention of longtime promoter, manager, Tom Loeffler. Loeffler's not being mentioned at all in this whole scenario. So what do y'all think about that, guys? I mean, I personally think the rumors were true, and Gennady Golovkin smartened up, and he got rid of that dumbass Tom Loeffler. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong about that, but there's no mention of Tom Loeffler in any of these negotiations. In fact, if Eddie Hearn is involved, then he might be taking Tom Loeffler's place. Oh, man. So what do y'all think about that? Oh, it looks like Tom Loeffler wasn't involved in any of the meetings, nor did he negotiate, but he could still be involved on some level. So that's I just noticed that in the article. So there you go. Tom Loeffler is out of the picture. Eddie Hearn has now inserted himself as he's got the ties to Dazn. And it looks like Gennady Golovkin, maybe he's fighting Demetrius Andrade. Maybe that's the fight that he's gonna take on. I really don't know. But what it says here is he's getting $10 million in that first fight that's supposed to be a tune-up. So who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be, man? Who do you want to see Gennady Golovkin fight? You want to see him fight Charlo? That's the most unreal. Unfortunately, I want to see him fight Charlo. I want to see him fight Andrade. I want to see him fight Jacobs. I also wanted to see him fight Erislandy Lara back in the day. This boy ducked the shit out of Erislandy Lara. But hey, it's paying off. It's paying off, isn't it? Avoided all the tough guys. Now he's getting a bag. Now he's getting a... Hey, how many figures is that? 8 figures? It's a bag. So let me know what you guys think, man. E-King Fight News. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hey, shout out to Ray Donovan for the beats. And y'all know what it is, man. Peace.